Hello and welcome everyone, CoinHound here. In today's video, I'm going to take a look at how I go about getting the best price possible when I am buying precious metals. Basically, when you're looking to get the best price possible, when you're going out buying gold, buying silver, platinum, the starting point really is knowing what the spot price is. If you're new and you haven't heard that term before, the spot price is basically the market price for the metal. It's kind of similar to the price of a share of stock. Particularly if I'm going to be buying, I want to know what the spot price is at the time of my purchase or right around the time of my purchase. And the sources I use for that are pretty straightforward. More often than not, if it's, just a quick check on the spot price, I'm going to go to Yahoo Finance, which is finance.yahoo.com. And across the top, you can see my cursor here. Across the top, they have kind of the updated information on the market indices for stocks, the S&P 500, Dow Jones 30, the NASDAQ, Russell 2000. If you click the little right arrow and you scroll over a little bit, they have the price for oil, and then you'll see here they have the price for gold and silver. So as I'm doing this right now on Thursday afternoon, gold is at $1,968.70. It's down $8 for a 0.4% drop. So we're having a tiny little bit of a correction. Silver's down a bit more significantly. It's down $1 to $23.33, a 4% drop. It did have a high a couple days ago of just over 26. So it has seen a pretty decent correction since then. So this is where I'll go to see that. If you want a little bit more detailed information on spot price, or if you want the price of platinum or palladium, you're going to want to go over to maybe kitco.com, kitco.com, K-I-T-C-O, very popular with a lot of people that follow the metals markets and industries. This is their homepage here. And you can see down the left-hand side, they have a lot of spot price information. Gold has its own little section here. Down below here, you can see they have silver, platinum, and palladium, and rhodium, and their spot prices. Over at the right-hand side, they have the gold chart. There's a section of charts and data at the top, so you can get all kinds of historical information, and a series of articles here down the middle. On YouTube, you can follow the Kitco YouTube channel, and they oftentimes have short 10 to 15 minute interviews with people in the business that can kind of give you some expertise on what's going on in the markets, what's going on with supply, with mining, things of that nature. So that can be very helpful. Now, the other term we want to be familiar with is, if you've been watching YouTube videos, you see it all the time. Obviously, if you're a seasoned stacker, you're quite familiar with this term, but if you're relatively new, it's the term premium. And the premium is basically the price markup over the spot price. Basically, when you are buying precious metals, you may occasionally get it at the spot price as a special deal, but generally it's going to be a little bit above the spot price. Historically speaking, from the more veteran stackers, premiums are a good bit higher now than they've been in the past. And many of them have expressed a lot of concern about that. I'm relatively new to this. I just started in March. So it's to a certain extent, it's all that I've known. But you do want to be familiar with that premium. So when you're going out and you're buying precious metals, your goal is going to be to purchase whatever it is you're seeking, whether it's a bar or a round or a coin, at the lowest premium possible. Okay? You want to get the best deal you can. I'm going to focus initially here on major online dealers. And, you can go from website to website, checking their prices and writing them down and see who's got the best deal. But I've come across a website that has all that information correlated. And you can see kind of at a glance who has the best prices out there. And that is findbullionprices.com. And this is my go-to website when I'm trying to figure out pricing and when I'm going to make a purchase. This will be my starting point. So findbullionprices.com. I pulled it up on the screen there. And this website just has a wealth of information, a treasure trove of information about prices. And it's focused primarily on silver and gold. It has a little bit of platinum information, but it's mostly silver and gold. And so if we scroll down a little bit here, I'm going to start in the middle. You can see that has different categories. So right up here at the top, you see American Silver Eagle coins. And it has 2020 1 ounce. It has random year. It has the monster box for 2020, random year monster box. And then it tells you what dealer currently has the best price. So if we start with the 2020 American Silver Eagle 1 ounce coins, we can see here universalcoin.com has the best price. So you see that they're the leader here. The American Eagle will cost you $30.35. Now, that's a high price compared to what it was, a few months ago. But that's the best deal going right now, at least at the major online dealers. And I think this website tracks the prices of 30 or 35 of them, something like that. Notes on here, free shipping policy, which is at $99. Okay, so you want to keep that in mind as well, because if you have to pay shipping, it would change the price that you're paying per coin. And it has a nice thing here. You can hit the compare button, and I hit it here, and it provides the listing, starting with use of Universal Coin at the best deal at $30.35. Silver Gold Bull is next at $31.67. Monument Metals $32.24. And on down the list. So you can use that information in whichever way you find it's helpful. Maybe you haven't used Universal Coin and you don't feel great, but if the next one in line is a company you like and their price is pretty close, maybe you go with them. Everybody has their own preferences on how they go about things. But it can give you some pretty good information, because SD Bullion, which is probably a bit one of the better known companies and more popular companies, their Silver Eagles right now are $33.58. JM Bullion, they often have good prices on certain things. They're $33.81. So that's like a 10% difference in price from Universal Coin. So that is incredibly helpful information to have when you're out there and you're seeking to buy. So that's why this is my go-to website. And one thing to point out, this would be probably more geared towards someone who's more new to the stacking market. But one of the things I learned very quickly is, at least in my opinion, there is no best dealer, or there is no dealer that is the one that has the best prices. There are some that tend to be a little less expensive than others, but when it comes to individual products, it varies. It varies on what supply they have probably, and I don't know what else they use to determine their prices, but you may go to JM Bullion, which is also hugely popular, and they may have really good prices on items A, B, and C, but their prices may not be great on items D, E, and F. And so that's why a website like this is very helpful in helping you sort through all that. And then over here, it has a little link buy, and if you click on it, it pulls up the page on the website where you can get your coin. And of course, as some of you may know and some of you may not, how you pay for it also affects the price. So they were on as a $30.41 price, but that's not what you're going to get if you pay credit card. Many companies have a lower price for a check or a bank wire. That check can be paper, or sometimes they'll take an electronic check because they don't have to pay any fees on that. If it's credit card or PayPal, oftentimes they'll charge you an additional 3% on the price to cover the fee that PayPal or the credit card charges them. So whenever possible, I try to use the check. The downside to the checks is that they are going to have a waiting period till that check fully clears, and they know that they have the money and it can't be taken back, or it won't bounce or anything like that. So you might have to wait a week to 10 days. But to me, it's worth it to get a little bit extra off the price. It's going to come eventually, and then I'll have it at the cheaper price. So that's pretty cool. And then if you go back, let's go back to the home page. If you go down to the next section, they have silver rounds. So they have generic silver rounds. They have 1 ounce buffaloes, Morgan Dollar replica silver rounds, stackable buffaloes, Incuse Indians. Looks like that's coming soon. So you can kind of sort through every single product you might not want, might not be on here, but they do have a good bit of the popular stuff to check the prices on. Next category, American Gold Eagle coins here, and they tell you who's the best. And, just to reinforce the point I made earlier, if you look at these, you have a situation where you have all these different Gold Eagle coins. You have the different sizes, 1/10, 1/4, 1/2, and an ounce. And then you have whether it's a 2020 or a random year. And the companies that have the best prices in all these categories, Provident Metals, Bullion Exchanges, Gainesville Coins, Silver Gold Bull, Monument Metals, Universal Coin, JM Bullion. Note, it is not one or two dealers that are just wiping everyone out on price. Depending on the product, different dealers are better in price than others. And so there's quite a variation here. Now, today, I decided I was going to buy a 1/4 ounce American Gold Eagle. There was a little bit of dip in the gold price this morning. So I decided I was going to pick up, I've been doing a little bit of fractional, not a huge amount. Over the summer, I picked up a couple British gold sovereigns. I picked up a couple of the modern United States $5 commemorative gold pieces. I do like those latter pieces because they're often tied to history, and my channel has a little bit of a history theme. So hopefully I'll be doing some videos on those in the future. But I have shied away from the American Gold Eagles due to the high premiums. A lot of the other gold, fractional gold in particular, you can get better premiums. They might not be quite as liquid when you're trying to get rid of them, but I feel confident I'd be able to get someone to buy them off me, and they're a good bit cheaper, But I just decided I wanted to get a Gold Eagle. I wanted to have a 2020 Gold Eagle. I can't really afford to get a 1 ounce one. I don't really want all that money tied up in a particular one single coin. One of the things I wanted to point out is kind of how I went through this process, and I used this website to do it. So the 2020 American Gold Eagle 1/4 ounce coin, Gainesville Coins, $543.66. It was $542 something this morning. You'll note that under Gainesville Coins, they don't have a free shipping criteria here. So they don't have free shipping. They charge for shipping no matter what you spend. And they have a little philosophy statement on their website that says that, ultimately, even those that have free shipping, they're not really giving you free shipping. They're building it into their prices. And that's definitely true. To a certain extent. So they want to just put the flat price out there, and they believe that when you add in their shipping costs, they are going to be a little bit more competitive. In this case, this morning, I did not find that to be the case. The shipping I was looking at, initially I was looking at possibly getting 2 of the 1/4 ounce coins. I was going to get one that was random year and one that was 2020. The random year was about $15 cheaper. Shipping was going to be $19.95, so that's $10 a coin. So for the 2020, that put that up about $5.52 for me. And in this case here, it would put it up to about $553.66. And if I look at the compare here, and I look at the next one in line, JM Bullion, it's at $552. So they actually, with their free shipping and included, were actually a tiny bit cheaper than Gainesville Coins. So I actually ended up going with JM Bullion. So that's kind of how it works. They have a silver bars section with various types of silver bars you can check the prices on. They have sovereign gold government silver coins, and these are, for the most part, these are foreign coins if you're looking at it from an American perspective. The kangaroos from Australia, maple leafs, Chinese pandas, etc. So you can get an idea of the best prices in those areas. And this website is focused on North America, so it's basically American companies. Silver Gold Bull, I think is a Canadian company, but they have operations in the U.S. too. So it is kind of North American centric here. Also in this section, they've added in the American constitutional silver or junk silver down there. $10 face here, value, 90% silver coins, SD Bullion. The best deal's $198.58. That's just something else, to be honest with you, because just a couple months ago, I was picking up a $10 face value for $150. And so that's like a 33% increase right there. So it's just amazing what the prices have done here recently. If you scroll down a little further, you can look at this miscellaneous gold coin and bar section. It has some of the foreign gold. You can see here it has the 20 franc gold coin. JM Bullion's got the best price at $389. You got the British gold sovereign, Provident Metals, $473. $5 gold U.S. commemorative, $499. That's, I believe, a random one. That's actually, I think that's a pretty darn good deal right there. That's almost a 1/4 ounce, 0.2419. It's $499. Remember the Gold Eagle, the best deal on the Gold Eagle right now, a 1/4 ounce, is about $550. And so some of these other fractional gold coins that are a little less popular, you can buy them at a much lower premium. You can just work your way down here: Canadian Maple Leaf, Australian, the Gold American Buffalo, and so on. And then they have a few miscellaneous silver coins down at the bottom. And you can kind of work here. The website's got a lot of detail in it, so I don't want to go into all of it, but you got your various categories of coins here at the bottom you can click on. There's a bunch of menus down the side, so if you have something in particular you're interested in, you can try and see if they have that, like Mexican Libertads. They're not in the main chart in the center, but they are here on the left, so you could click on that, and you can see where the best price is for the various items. So very helpful to me. I just find it very helpful. And if you're not, some of you may be familiar with this site, but if you're not, I highly recommend checking it out. Now, one of the things that is really the killer here are these premiums. If you go back here, let's go back to Yahoo Finance, to the spot price for gold. Oops, I just passed it up. Okay, so it's 1968.70. If you just do a quick thing here, 1968.7 divided by 4, the spot price for a quarter-ounce gold coin, if you're just looking at the melt value or the spot price, it's basically $492 and a little bit of change. $492. So when you're looking at those American Gold Eagles back on the FindBullionPrices.site, you're going to pay about $552. So that's about a $60 above the melt value, above the spot price. That is a really high premium. Now, I'm going to move once again into a little bit of controversial waters here. A lot of YouTubing stacking community, that's what they've been talking about recently, is the high premium prices and not feeling comfortable buying at those high premium prices. There is a solution to that problem that I've come across that I have been using, and it's a little bit controversial. And because of that, I was a bit skeptical going in. I did a video on this previously, a website called One Gold, which is a joint effort by APMEX and Sprott, who are two of the bigger known names in the precious metals industry. And that allows you to buy, to purchase, and own precious metals that will be kept in a third-party vault on your behalf. And they offer extremely low premiums. I know that's going to make some people uncomfortable because a lot of people feel they have to have the metals in their hands. And I do think it's important to have some in your possession. But I like to diversify. I don't like having all my wealth in one place. I don't like having a lot of wealth in my house. If it gets robbed, burns down, whatever, that's just too much risk for me. So if it's a company I trust, if it's a company that has a long-established, good reputation, I don't have any problem having some of my metals in a third-party vault or a third-party storage. And basically, the way this works for me is that you basically buy it electronically. You buy it online here. I'm going to pull up a quick slide here to show you what I mean, okay? And let's get this screen set up the way I want it here. Sorry about that. So this is the One Gold site, okay? And this is just a photo, a screenshot I took off from earlier today. And so you can go in and buy precious metals. They have a setup for America, for the United States, a setup for Canada, as to where the metals will be stored. And so this morning I bought a quarter-ounce American Gold Eagle. I paid $542 for it. Now, the other option I had was I could have bought that digitally, okay? And it would have been way cheaper. Now, you can see here on the One Gold site, I took this picture a little bit after I made my purchase of my coin this morning, so the price would have changed slightly. But I set it up here for a potential purchase. Spot price at that time was $1964.20. I think the spot price for a quarter ounce at that point would have been $4.90. I calculated it out to be, or about $490.90, something like that. And so if I wanted to buy this quarter ounce here with One Gold, the amount would have been $495.96 if I had executed the purchase. That is $5 over the spot price for a quarter ounce of gold at the time. Now remember, buying the American Gold Eagle, the price over the spot price was $60, about $60. So that's a $55 difference. I just can't put all my money into physical product that's going to be in my house, just because it's going to be put into my hand, when it's cost that much more over the market price, the spot price. When you look at this here, $495.96. You then own that gold in a vault, and at your convenience, at a time in the future, you can take the value of that gold and you can convert it into physical product from the APMEX catalog. So what I plan to do is I'm going to leave it there, and at some point in the future, if the premiums normalize, if the premiums come down dramatically, and there is, a $20 premium on a quarter ounce gold coin instead of a $60 premium, then maybe I will take my money, my gold that's in the vault, convert that dollar value into the actual coin from APMEX or whatever. Okay. Anyways, so I really like the One Gold. I've mentioned it before. I did a video before. I walked through all the process of One Gold, how it works, the technicalities and all that. I'll put a link to it down in the description. If that interests you at all or intrigues you, the thought that you could get buy some gold with basically a premium of 1%, as opposed to a premium of 10 or 15%, then check out that video I did, and you can go ahead and find out if you like it and pursue it from there. I did it in baby steps. I was skeptical at first, and I've kind of really fallen in love with the website. And the silver is very similar. The silver premium is just 3%. Very inexpensive. There is a periodic storage fee for the stuff in the vault, but it is very inexpensive, and is a good bit better than some of the other vaulting services. So anyways, go ahead and check that out. I'll have the link down in the description. You can go watch that video. You might find it to be really pretty interesting if you haven't already watched it. So anyways, this is all information that you're gathering on pricing, getting an idea of who's charging what, and then you can use that to make an informed decision. You may not always go with the lowest price. If your local coin shop is competitive, you might want to go with them, even if it's a little bit more expensive, because it supports your community, it supports a local business. There's also eBay. So once you're armed with that price information, you can go on eBay and see if you can possibly beat a price on there, either with a buy it now or a auction. You can go on to Instagram. And use that information to see how competitive the prices are there. But basically, the more you know, the better off you'll be, and you can make educated decisions. As I said, you may not always go with the absolute best price, but the key is knowing what the circumstances are. The worst thing is to buy something off a website, think you got a good deal, and stumble upon it moments later on another website and realize you could have gotten it for a lot lower. Okay, so that's kind of the point of this video, is to help people out in that regard, and show some of the things that I've done. So I thank you for coming along with me. I hope this information was helpful, and I hope you all have a great day. Thank you very much.